Okay, so Treasure of the King and the Seven Thieves. So what I wanted to do with this one, and it actually started off as a poem, but I wanted to take some of my understandings as a life coach and I wanted to instill it in children so that they would have something growing up. So it's about this kingdom, it's a magical kingdom, and in the center of the kingdom, you have this temple. This is the head of the kingdom. And at the bottom, or in the center, you have the heart of the kingdom. And that's where the treasure is, right? And so these are like kings from prior times, and they left all the treasure from their understandings in the bottom. So one day the king, he decides he's going to take a little visit. He's going to leave the kingdom. And so these thieves, they devise a scheme to take the treasure. But they have to find the most cleverest thieves. So they find 7 of the most cleverest thieves in the land. And this is their name. So read that out loud.
Where are we at? Fear, doubt, jealousy, and greed is what they were called. Accusation, hatred, and sorrow was the cleverest of them all. They wore peasant garments as part of their ruse. The guards thought they were locals and let them through.
Yeah, go ahead, read that one.
Once in the head of the kingdom, the thieves got to work. They drew straws to decide who would go first. Fear and doubt worked together to steal the treasure of hope. The people stopped believing in their king and saw him as a joke.
Okay, go ahead and turn the page. I'm gonna have you read that one.
The jealousy moved into the temple, spreading throughout the heart. It stole the treasure of trust, tearing families apart.
So you see what they were doing?
Uh-huh.
So he's a good reader, right? He's gonna do the soundtrack too. So, and then this is about the people in the kingdom. I'll read this. It says, the people forgot how rich they were and started hoarding their wealth. Greed stole the treasure of giving. Everyone started gathering for themselves. And so you know what this really reminded me of? When I was working on this, it reminded me of what I saw during the pandemic.
Right.
And we had it's almost like it split. We had people that were trying to not lose things, so they were hoarding a lot. Mm-hmm. And then you had people at the same time that were just giving away. And those people that were giving, they were receiving so much during that time.
Right.
And so these are the flaming arrows of accusation, and they actually came and they burnt down the kingdom. Mm-hmm. So what happens is you have this beggar man. He's in the kingdom, and he's asking for change. And one day this little boy comes by, and this is like his last penny. At first he's not going to do it, but he says, okay, I'll give it to him. So he feels really bad. He gave him all his money. And then the next day he wakes up and there's gold everywhere all around his house. So he's like, I retrieved the treasure of the kingdom. So he tries to go around and tell all these people, but nobody will listen. And so he goes back to find the beggar, and the beggar leaves him a note. Okay, I'm gonna have you read that part.
Okay. Tell them your story. Some will seek me, others won't. This way, the treasures of the kingdom will be restored to those who value it most. Keep in your heart a song of joy, for this alone will stop the thieves. From the head to the heart, to your kingdom they will flee. And in the land there will be peace.
Boom.
Oh, beggar.
Bam, you got it. So he gives them the secret. So the truth is, the king, before he left, he gave the beggar all the gold. And so he would hide it and keep it safe for him. Mm-hmm. But nobody knows unless they give to the beggar. And so when the king returns, they share the wealth with everybody in the kingdom. So, but yeah, so that, and then the story. So
that is a good story.
Thank you. But there's some, a little message in there, but it's something I figure I want to make a movie for. So
right.